The deadliest years in modern history. 1. The years 1914, 1918. World War I. Reason: the outbreak of World War I was caused by political and economic tensions in Europe and the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Major powers like Britain, France, Germany, and Russia were involved. Casualties: around 20 million people died, 10 million soldiers and 10 million civilians, with 21 million wounded. Outcome: the collapse of major empires, German, Ottoman, Russian, and the emergence of severe economic crises. 2. The years 1939, 1945, World War II. Reason: Germany's expansion under Hitler, the failure of the Treaty of Versailles, and rivalry between global powers. Casualties: over 85 million people, around 3% of the world's population at the time, including the Holocaust and the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Outcome: the division of Europe between Communist East and Capitalist West, and the beginning of the Cold War. 3. The years 1950, 1953, the Korean War. Reason: an ideological conflict between Communist North Korea, supported by China and the Soviet Union, and capitalist South Korea, supported by the United States during the Cold War. Casualties: more than 3 million people, most of whom were civilians. Outcome: the division of Korea into North and South Korea, with ongoing tensions to this day. 4. The years 1965, 1975, the Vietnam War. Reason: a conflict between Communist North Vietnam, supported by the Soviet Union and China, and South Vietnam, backed by the United States, during the Cold War. Casualties: over 3.8 million people, including civilians and military personnel from both sides. Outcome: the withdrawal and defeat of the United States, and the unification of Vietnam under communist rule. 5. 1994. The Rwandan Genocide. Reason: ethnic tension between the Hutu and Tutsi groups, triggered by the assassination of the Rwandan president. Casualties: over 0 to 1 million people killed in just 100 days. Outcome: one of the fastest and most brutal genocides in modern history. 6. 2011. Present: the Syrian Civil War. Reason: it started as a protest against the Syrian government during the Arab Spring, eventually turning into a civil war involving regional and international powers. Casualties: more than 500, 0 people killed, and millions displaced as refugees. Outcome: widespread destruction in Syria, a prolonged humanitarian crisis, and ongoing political turmoil in the Middle East. 7. 2020. The COVID-19 pandemic. Reason: the global outbreak of the COVID-19 virus, which began in China and spread worldwide. Casualties: over 7 million confirmed deaths globally, with hundreds of millions of infections. Outcome: healthcare system collapses, global economic crises, and severe disruptions to daily life. The deadliest years in modern history were marked by world wars, civil conflicts, genocides, and pandemics. World War I and World War II remain the most catastrophic events, reshaping the global political land.